Brown, I think, that knocked the ball loose, and then Hollier falls on it. So let's see if Peterson can take advantage of the turnover. Dolphins from the Philadelphia 20. Keith Byars dives to the 15. Smith and Hager tripping up Keith Byars. That's his best run of the day. It nets 5 yards.
And now a great challenge for this Philadelphia Eagles defense that has been absolutely killed against the run. You've got the third-string quarterback in now for the Miami Dolphins. You know Don Shula would love to be able to keep it on the ground, but Bud Carson has to come up with a scheme to force Doug Peterson to put the ball in the air.
Byars and Higgs in the backfield. That's McDuffie in the slot, now in motion. Peterson hands to Higgs. Slips away from one man. Higgs is to the 3. Flag down.
Mark Higgs, who had been challenged this year by Terry Kirby, many thought that he should not be the starting running back.
Personal foul, face mask, number 38, defense, half the distance, first down, goal to go.
But Mark Higgs is one of the more underrated backs in the National Football League. He's led the Dolphins in rushing the last couple of years, and you can see why. What a brilliant move to escape the initial contact. And O.J. McDuffie, the rookie, down the field, came up with the key block to spring him for the extra yards.
Higgs closing in on 2,500 yards rushing for the Dolphins. Quite a year for the Eagles in 1989. Fumble. Eagles got it back. Andy Harmon with a fumble recovery as Peterson and his center Jeff Dallenbach, 2 men new to those positions, fumble the exchange.
Tom, you may have just hit on the key. Jeff Dallenbach has been filling in now for Jeff Uhlenake at center. New quarterback, unbelievable fumble.
Earlier in the game, he fumbled the center snap on an extra point attempt, which was missed, resulting in the Eagles' 1-point lead, and then he fumbles the snap from center when it appeared the Dolphins were going to take it in.
Jeff Dallenbach, who has been playing guard until the injury to Jeff Uhlenake, a part of a very inexperienced combination at center and quarterback, calls that fumble.
O'Brien from his end zone down the sideline for Williams. Almost a tremendous catch. Williams already has 2 touchdown receptions from O'Brien today as the Eagles go for the big gainer on first down from their own end zone. Troy Vincent defending.
Calvin Williams trying to make a Lynn Swann-like catch. Remember that play in the Super Bowl? Almost came up with it with 2 touchdown passes on the day. He led this Eagles team with 7 touchdowns last season, and already this year now has 7.
Football is just across the Eagle 2. In the shadow of their own goal line. Hebron trying to pound it out. Didn't get much. Dwight Hollier hit him first. Jeff Cross was there too.
Always so important to get it out past that 5-yard line. You want your punter to have room to kick it. Boy, what a game this has been. Just twists and turns and plots and subplots, injured players. Rich Kotite, he's used to it. This has been an unbelievable year as far as the loss of stars for Rich Kotite, and now the same thing happening to Don Shula.
Third and long for the Eagles. Trying to get it on the ground with Hebron. Made a nice run, and that'll be a first down. Vaughn Hebron, a determined run, picks up a key Eagle first down. Jarvis Williams finally tackled him.
I said it in the first half, and I'll repeat it. I don't know how you keep this young man out of the lineup. The speed, but more than that, the quickness and the cutting ability as he now tries to atone for that fumble.
Herschel Walker trotting onto the field, and let's see if he replaces Vaughn Hebron. Actually, he was the 11th man coming in, so they have Walker and Hebron as split backs with the play clock down to 2. Just got it off. Walker spins to the 15-yard line.
Tom, all the success that the Philadelphia Eagles have had running the football today has been to the outside. Every time that Herschel Walker or Heath Sherman tries to cram it up into the middle, had very little success. But Von Hebron around the corners is where they have been able to run the football.
Hebron 10 carries, 65 yards. No gain on that first down Walker run. O'Brien's got a man, but he can't get the ball there. Flag down. Victor Bailey had split defenders. Lewis Oliver was closest to him, and Jarvis Williams was there too.
I believe J.B. Brown may have hooked Victor Bailey, the rookie, as he went by.
Illegal contact, number 37, defense, 5 yards, automatic first down.
J.B. Brown, the offending party.
Bailey was running a post corner route, breaks down to the inside, and then tries to come back. And J.B. Brown just sticks out his hands. But to be honest with you, I don't like that call. I think J.B. Brown has as much right to that spot on the field as does Victor Bailey. I know you can't chuck anyone down the field as an injured Eagle on the field, Larry Webster.
I think it's Mike Shadd, number 79, the starting left guard. While they tend to them, we'll take a break. Who hasn't missed a snap all season, taken off the field with an injury. He'll be replaced by Brian Baldinger. Meanwhile, O.J. Simpson has the report on Scott Mitchell's injury. Juice?
Well, as I watch Chad be wheeled off right next to me, it's bad news for the Dolphins. I was just standing outside the Eagles locker room. They came out of there with the X-ray, and it appears to be a grade 2 separation for Scott Mitchell. Not good news, Tom.
All right, Juice. So Scott Mitchell definitely out for the remainder of the game, which leaves it on the shoulders of Doug Peterson. Brian Cox and Jeff Cross combine on the hit of Von Hebron that time. As you look at Peterson, who has had 2 costly bobbles of the football today. One, as it appeared the Dolphins were going to go in for the go-ahead score, and one on a missed extra point attempt.
And how many more bad breaks can the Philadelphia Eagles get? Losing yet another offensive lineman, Mike Shadd, now in his 8th year, has only been able to play 1 injury-free season, and that took place in 1989. Not going to make it again this year.
O'Brien has Walker, who fumbles. Hebron it was that fumbled again on Hebron. And the Dolphins have recovered. Second fumble by Von Hebron, and Troy Vincent picks up the loose football.
I don't think Von Hebron ever saw Brian Cox. Watch Brian Cox just strip the ball away once he made the catch. That's just the strength of Brian Cox. Hebron just didn't get a chance to put that football away, but it was clearly a good call by the official. He had control of the ball, took 2 steps. No question, a fumble.
Suddenly it's become a comedy of turnovers. Dolphins take over at the Eagle 27-yard line. Here's the reverse to McDuffie, and the Eagles stop him for a loss. Clyde Simmons got penetration in the backfield. Andy Harmon was there too, and the reverse went nowhere.
There haven't been many big plays this year out of Clyde Simmons, but he finally makes one here. Only 2 sacks on the year after leading the National Football League with 19 a year ago, but you're not going to trick old Clyde Simmons.
Silent pressure with the play there, and it's 2nd and long for the Dolphins. Peterson still has not attempted an NFL pass. Will it come here? It will not. Higgs inside the 30, tackled by the Fridge.
I think Don Shula now is thinking we need a field goal. They want to get the lead back. Pete Stoyanovich with a big leg, and now inside the 30-yard line, may not want to take a chance with Doug Peterson dropping back into the pocket and possibly taking a sack and giving up that field position. I think they come right back with a draw again.
Here's the play in from the sideline in the person of Mark Ingram. I don't think Peterson is even capable of getting the signals from the sideline. They've been running him in with substitutions. And with the play clock running down, Peterson has to take the Dolphins' first time out of the second half.